Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next reaction to 911 Season 2 and welcome to a very, very bright day here in Manchester. Trust me though, it is not warm. I went outside to the shop before just to get a drink and it was freezing cold. So it's one of those winter Sundays where it's blinding outside. Like if I open this even just a little, it's so hard to look outside because it's so bright, but it's absolutely freezing. But here we are. Maybe that fits in with the Christmas theme that I think this episode's gonna have. So the last episode that we watched was Hen Begins, which showed us a bit more of the backstory of Hen's character and her struggles from starting at the 911 emergency services as a fire person, and how she really had to struggle to be accepted at that fire station with the people that were there at the time, from being a woman, black woman, lesbian, and just not being accepted at all. For even though she was doing exactly what everyone else was doing, they didn't accept her, minus Chimney. They got there eventually. There was quite a lot of nice moments throughout, but it was a bit of a struggle to watch because it was quite emotional, but I had a really good time with the episode. I'm excited to watch more Begins episodes in the future. This episode, however, is called Merry Xmas. Now, it was a shame I didn't watch this a couple of weeks ago because it was Christmas. We're just in the beginning of January at the moment, but Merry Xmas, but Xmas as in E-Xmas. I think I said this last time. So, ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, ex-partners. So, I believe that Manny's ex-partner is going to show up. Now, what we know of that is that in season 1, in episode 1, she did say that she left this abusive relationship. He was very controlling. Then we did see a brief glimpse of her in one of the future episodes where she was in the bathroom, like crying, tried to ring 911, and then she couldn't speak to them. Something. I think I'm getting all those details right. I hope. If not, I'm sure you can let me know down below. But yeah, I'm excited to see the storyline because I think it could be quite interesting. It could be a nice influx of drama to the show with the actual characters. However, I'm not excited to watch it because it's not going to be nice. Abusive partners, ex-partners, whatnot, abusive people are, as you all know if you watch much of my channel, my least favourite kind of people. And I have no time for them, I have no patience for them. So, I'm excited to see where this goes. But we could be in for some crying, some foul mouth from me. But we'll have to wait and see what it's all about. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the reaction. And there's a Patreon link in the description box below if you want to follow the reaction to this episode, as well as the next couple episodes in advance. Let's jump into Season 2, Episode 10 of 911, Merry Xmas. I love this song. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. See, it's so weird, like in the UK we don't have a lot of houses like this. We have a few people that go all out. Most people just put like some lights, maybe a tree outside, something like that, but I love all this stuff. Wow. Oh.
Let's get him on a backboard. Oh, it looks like the baby Jesus broke your fall.
That's a Christmas miracle.
Is this ready? Yeah.
Look, Johnny, you finally got your wish.
He was taking
Everyone's
pictures.
taking pictures.
Ready, package, ready to go.
Careful what you wish
This is the best
for.
Christmas ever.
I do always think though, when I see these houses where they put lights everywhere, decorations and ornaments, and beautiful, but how much does that cost, electricity wise?
When we were kids, we got excited about lawn darts.
Lawn darts.
Yeah, you know those metal
I had
spikes
lawn
with the wings
darts.
on them. You'd toss across your lawn. I think they stopped making them because there were so many injuries. But
Yeah, well, I was wearing metal, they were
My
plastic.
brother was a madman. He'd throw them way up in the air, and they'd laugh at me while I freaked out, running around, not knowing where they were going to come down.
Maybe you could just sleep over. We can make a night of it. Hot chocolate.
Hey baby.
That King Cole.
Well, I like the sound of that.
Oh, that sounds so
No,
cute.
If you don't have to sleep over at all, because you already lived here.
Oh.
Wow.
You look like you praying for a 911 call.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Tired of sleeping alone in a bed made for two? I want you in my life. I know the idea of another family, instant family, probably rings a lot of bells for you after what happened.
No, Athena, it's not that. You just took me by surprise.
I just wanted you to know that I was open to taking the next step.
I get his fear though. I mean, what he went through, he's probably never going to fully get over.
about that?
Move out. Move out.
Hey, looks like you're stuck with me again.
That's one of those things that if you're a bad roommate, you don't see that you're a bad roommate. Oh, hey, Eddie. So he's back with the ex then.
Oh, he's
Hey.
The annual tradition of convincing him that no, a 16-foot tree does not fit in the house.
You know, I caved one year. That last Christmas before you got back. He hadn't been feeling well and I missed you. I couldn't say no.
Where'd you put it?
The backyard.
That's adorable.
Why is he here? I thought you were picking him up.
I'll distract him. You head up the back. Whoa.
You want me to sneak out? That's our son out there.
He said, this is Daddy.
Yeah?
Me. You love this green one, didn't you?
Okay, I feel really weird, like, because obviously I was so like, boo, Eddie's ex, boo. Oh, I love this song as well. But now that I've got to know her a bit, I kind of feel like I understand her a bit more, and I do feel a bit sorry for her. That moment then was quite sad. That she has to sneak out the back while he has like a happy Christmas memory. And ding dong. Oh god.
Brandon, do you know how long you've been in there?
No, I just came to. It's difficult to breathe. I think I'm gonna pass out again.
Okay. I don't want you to talk a lot, but I need you to try and stay away.
It's one of those like it's really funny situations, but actually in reality it would be quite scary.
I hope not. Not unless this box is going to Seattle.
You're from Seattle?
Yeah, going down here for school. My mom wanted me home for Christmas break. She offered to pay for it, but she can't afford it. I should probably call her in case you guys don't find me in time.
We're gonna find you. Just stay with me.
I don't like
There are trucks
it.
leaving that facility every 20 minutes.
Oh shit. Oh.
Wait, did you guys hear that? Stethoscope?
Still nothing. I got a pulse.
Good.
Temps rising.
Welcome back, Brandon.
Not dead.
You're not
No.
dead.
They told me not to answer.
Who did?
Maddie, the 911 lady. She said she would ring it for you to find me.
Oh.
Maddie?
Jim?
Oh, fancy meeting you here.
How's Brandon?
The show is too cute.
He's here. You want to talk to him?
I do.
Hi, Brandon.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know, that hit me, that was really sweet. I don't know what it was. Oh my god.
You won't answer my texts or return my calls.
This is not the place.
Maybe it's the perfect place. So we can actually have a conversation that doesn't end up with us in bed. It's been almost 2 months.
2
And
months.
right now, I feel even further away from him and from you than I ever did when we weren't speaking. Are you ever gonna let me see Christopher?
Of course.
This feels cruel.
Eventually.
I love Eddie, but this feels mean.
Does he know that I'm here?
What, you sleep with me, so I let you see Christopher?
No.
I thought it was a reconciliation. Right up until the moment when you hid me from our son.
I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, that did feel pretty
I know what else to
cruel.
do. And I'm not keeping you from our son like some kind of punishment. You keep looking to me like I have the answers. I
I
don't.
feel really weird about this, because I love Eddie.
Just the power.
And I can imagine all the comments are on Eddie's
I'm the
side,
one
but this makes
who
me
screwed
feel
up.
weird.
The one who left. I know I don't get to have a say. When will you be able to forgive me?
I can forgive you. I'm just not sure I can trust you.
Oh, but he can't do what he's doing. That's not fair on her, though. I'm not saying she should be just forgiven and waltzed into the family, but
Now, Bobby lived a long time with a secret, and so did I. Who you are on the other side of that, I mean, it takes time to figure out. Home isn't a place, it's a people. And he loves you, and he loves our children. So if this is meant to be, he will find his way home.
Yeah.
You guys deserve to be happy. It'd be great if that was together, but if it's not, if you don't see a future with her, you can't pretend that you do. She's had enough of that. You have to just tell her the truth.
The truth is that I
Not gonna break up, right?
felt panic.
Tell her that.
Well, maybe that's your answer.
Big man like God? Or big man in the red suit?
Hey.
Blue suit, actually. Santa Harabaji, it's a Korean.
It's the X.
I've only given him a shout out since I was 9, but I had no idea there were so many different varieties of Christmas trees.
So it's an important purchase.
It's the X.
It's for a friend, but she really loves Christmas, and I want to surprise her.
Why else would they be showing us this person?
No, it's not like that. She had a rough year. A couple of rough years, I guess.
No, don't say anything.
This is our first Christmas together. Noble fur it is, Jason Bailey.
Shit!
Really, I love that you did this.
You
But
just didn't want it. That's okay. I mean, we shouldn't have assumed.
I just really wasn't gonna do much Christmas this year because
okay.
all my decorations and stuff are back in.
No, it's not okay. Come on, what's going on with you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Guys, it's fine. You know what? I'm just gonna take away the evidence before.
why was he
I
pushing so
start to do a
hard?
crime scene, okay?
So you hate Christmas now. Something else I can thank Doug for, huh?
No, I don't hate Christmas, but I'm starting not to like you
His
very
name was
much.
Doug.
Okay?
Yeah,
Just
don't blame
let
him, I
it
do.
go. You can't come
Why
to
is he
my
being a
house
dickhead
and
about
act
it?
this way.
If she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't want to do it.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh god.
That's your idea of a Christmas movie?
Holy crap.
I mean, I'm trying to ignore the fact that he's pretty
Bailey.
because I
What are you talking
don't.
about? Die
No.
Hard is a holiday classic.
Don't trust him.
Really? What's up, man? You lose something?
Yeah, my wallet.
Oh, no. Here, I got it.
No,
No,
it's
I got
okay.
Yeah, he
Look,
took
I'll
your
just,
wallet when he bumped into you. Come on, Chimney, open your
So you can
eyes.
get out of the parking structure.
No, it's probably in my car.
In case it's not.
I can't ask you to do that.
You didn't
Chimney.
ask. I'm offered.
Thanks.
It's Christmas, Theo. It's a time of miracles.
Go away, yeah.
I'm sneaking around behind my kid's back with his mother.
Yeah,
Christopher doesn't know.
it's weird.
I don't know what he knows. These kids sense things, right? I ran out first.
Yeah.
I ran out on both of them. See, when Christopher was first diagnosed, I was in Afghanistan, right at the end of my tour. Instead of going back home, I re-enlisted. I told myself it's to pay the bills.
But you were running away, too.
Yeah. But I got to pretend like it was for a noble cause, of serving my country.
I mean, what I will say I do like about the storyline is it's showing that they're
We thought
both
she was a hero.
not
She just
innocent
got
in any of this, like Eddie and his
She was
ex.
back in his life.
Yeah.
So why don't you let her? Seems like she's already back in years.
What do you think? Do you think he's real?
When you were gone, I sent for you to come back, and you did.
When I was in Afghanistan? You can say them out loud and they'll still come true.
I asked him to find Mom. Really?
Stop it, Scott. Oh god. Although I decided I'm allowed to cry this episode, I made a point of not crying last week, even though that was hard.
And I promise we'll be hugging real soon.
It's going to be one of those soldier surprises, but
Break a leg.
something's going to go wrong.
I love you too.
Surprising her?
I've been traveling for 30 hours straight.
I'm not gonna lie though, those kind of videos on YouTube where it's like soldier surprise, the kids, whatever, when they come home, set me off every time.
I'm a Marine. Now give that man back his wallet, and I won't call the cops.
Oh, I knew something really bad's gonna happen.
You mind keeping your finger there for a moment? You don't have anywhere to be, right?
Right.
Oh,
You good?
Okay.
he's such a hero.
I hear you have a show to get to, Marine.
Yeah, but I'm never gonna make it.
You're gonna turn up covered in blood.
Let's go.
Oh, I don't know if this would ever happen, but it's so cute. Don't die. I had like a really horrible feeling like last minute he will just die. I've seen it on shows and things before where like there's a big accident and all like the big, obviously like the victims and all the accidents and things, it all seems like it's over. And someone who looked like they got through it fine, absolutely healthy, then just dies after it from like a heart attack or something. Something about moving in. Yeah.
Bobby. You offered me a key. So. I don't want to take the next step. I want to take every step. With you for the rest of our lives. Marry me, Athena.
Bobby.
Look, I know it might feel sudden and fast, but we both know how life works.
Yeah.
Life is fleeting and it's precious, and when you find happiness and you find somebody who fills your heart, gives you hope for the future and faith in yourself, you have...
Bobby, yes.
Yes?
It's a Christmas miracle.
You really said yes. Christmas miracle.
Just put the ring on.
His mum's gonna be there and shit. Oh. Christmas always gets me emotional. Every time I watch those like cheesy Christmas movies, I'm always crying. It's the right thing to do.
Santa could do it again.
Behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, Chinese food, and Die Hard, the greatest Christmas movie ever made.
I'm sorry. Well, I decided I do. I didn't steal it. Someone left it on the sidewalk, and I didn't have a lot of time, so it's not perfect, but...
Well, who needs perfect? That's beautiful.
I'm not gonna let him take one more thing, and I sure as hell, I'm not gonna let him take Christmas. Last year was my worst Christmas ever.
I'm scared.
But maybe also my best. Because that's the day I decided to leave.
Oh. Is they gonna show us who the ex is?
Doug?
I know you tried so hard. It just wasn't right. It wasn't perfect. You'll get it right. Someday you'll get it right.
I knew he'd stolen the wallet. Dickhead. Okay guys, that was my reaction to Season 2, Episode 10 of 911, Merry Xmas, and I was right, the X showed up. I knew just from the title that he was going to show up, and the second that Jason appeared on screen, it was obvious. Well, it took me a few seconds to kind of click, but then if it wasn't for that X storyline, like I said before, during the reaction, I don't know what I cut out for YouTube, but if it wasn't for that storyline, I might be like, oh, they're introducing the new character for a new fire person, new police officer, whatever. But because this mysterious X was going to show up at some point, and with the title, a few seconds into meeting him, I was like, it's the ex-boyfriend, and yeah, scary. It just makes me scared because it wasn't that he just showed up, it was that he was already doing things like stealing Chimney's wallet and getting into Chimney's head. He's obviously following Chimney around, stealing his wallet, trying to get in his head a little bit with little things that he's saying, and he said someone left the tree on the sidewalk. I'm going to guess that was the ex-boyfriend. And it's exciting because it's a good storyline. Like, it's going to lead to some really tense but interesting stuff. So what kind of makes me intrigued is where that's going to go from here. Whether it's going to be kind of in the background a little bit and then an episode will focus on it, or whether it will build up towards the finale and that will kind of culminate in some sort of resolution to the storyline. I don't know. Don't spoil it for me, because I don't want to know. But I am going to enjoy it, but it is going to make me nervous and sad. Because even just like a little glimpse at the end where we saw Maddie and the Christmas tree and her, obviously the cuts on her face and how scared she was. I won't go into detail. I talked about it briefly in episode 1. It hits close to home with some stuff in life. So it's going to be emotional, and just because I don't like watching it, as I love Jennifer Love Hewitt, I love Maddie's character, and watching her have to go through those things is really sad. But I'd be interested to know when she's going to find out that he's around. Is he going to try and toy with her for a while and then reveal himself, or is he going to slip up and she sees him? Oh, it's going to be really interesting to see how that develops. But I am just nervous because I don't want him to be around. I want him to die. But hopefully Chimney will save the day in the long run. But it is interesting to watch him try and slowly weasel his way in, and how that's going to develop, I don't know. The calls out on this episode were really interesting, some really fun ones. The guy that got locked in the box, initially it was quite amusing that he got hit on the head, fell into a box and they taped him up. Ha ha ha, so weird. But then got quite scary when he was shrink wrapped and put on a plane and couldn't breathe. That was tense. The soldier coming home for Christmas. Oh God, I was convinced he was going to die. Convinced. But luckily he didn't, and he survived the bus crash, and he survived everything. Through that, he helped the guy that stole the wallet, because he's a hero, and got to his daughter's carol, singing on time. So cute. I loved it. It was so emotional. Like Book said, I'm the same. Those soldier videos on YouTube always get me, so that one really touched me pretty hard. I was like, oh God, I'm going to cry. But I like any Christmas episode. I've said this on Supernatural and other things that I've watched. I love Christmas episodes of TV shows, and so I knew I was going to like it. They were going to make everything Christmassy themed, all the accents, and it was really fun, and just had some really sweet moments like the soldier, like Maddie telling the guy not to answer the phone so she could keep ringing so they could hear him. Things like that was really good. Who should we talk about next? Let's talk briefly about Book, because there wasn't a ton to say about in this episode. They had a bit of a funny storyline that he got kicked out of Chimney's place because he was leaving stuff around, playing loud music, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I don't know why, I'm going to Maddie's now. And it's like, if you don't know why you're being kicked out, that kind of shows part of the problem, that how kind of blind you are to how you are, your actions, Even though he seemed to keep a tidy place when he lived at Abby's, when he moved in with Chimney, he obviously just seemed to slob it out a bit and just not pay as much care for the place. So Chimney's done what I did with people in the past, which is like, you've got to go. I've had people live here. I've had 2 housemates that lived here. One moved out on his own. One I asked to leave because of mess and dirtiness and me being the one that did all the jobs all the time. So I feel Chimney's pain that he kicked him out. I totally get it. And he has to move in with Maddie. Maybe he's going to be around when the X shows up. I don't know. Who else? Athena and Bobby's storyline was really interesting because Athena asked Bobby to move in, and he didn't say no, he didn't run away, he just kind of was taken aback because he was shocked by it. And yeah, it's probably his things to think about. He's got a lot to think about family-wise, and do I want to take on another family, even though he sort of is already. Moving in is a different thing. It's like another step, isn't it, into that family life, and that's obviously something he has to deal with because of his past. And I totally get why he was surprised, because it shocked me. It came out of nowhere. Like, why do you want to stay over? Okay, why don't you just move in? Whoa, hello. I think she kind of overreacted, but again, I understand that reaction as well, because it's like, if you ask someone to move in, or you say, I love you, or do you want to be in a relationship, or do you want to get married, and the person doesn't react the way you expect them to, like whether it's, I don't know, just like if they just react like in a, oh, and they kind of take a step back or whatever, you instinctively go on the defense, like, oh, it's fine, it's absolutely fine if you don't want to, it's fine, absolutely, I was too much, like, everyone starts kind of overreacting and getting defensive. Everyone starts getting defensive, and it makes the situation worse, where in reality he was not against the idea, but he was just shocked that he was suggested to him. And obviously we learned eventually that he did say yes, and he asked Athena to marry him, which I didn't expect, obviously with a nice little pep talk from Hen. I think he's realised it's time to let himself move on at the end of Series 1 and go on a date and go in a relationship with Athena. Great. And now he's let himself move on a bit more and get into a more serious commitment with living together with her and her family. And it was lovely. And I love that Michael, I'm sure his name is Michael, if it's not, I apologise, her ex-husband, or to-be, is so supportive all the way. I love that. I really love that relationship. And when he asked her to marry him, I was surprised how quickly she was like, yes. Like, I thought she might have the same sort of reaction that he would do, like, not against it, but just like, whoa, what? Like, this came out of nowhere. But straight away she was like, yes, which is really sweet. Christmas miracle. So now they're engaged and they're going to be living together. Do I sense a baby on the way in the future? Who knows? Again, don't spoil it, but I love their relationship. They've had their problems. They've had issues with it. Like, when they got together, amazing. Had a little wobble with Athena near the beginning. But ever since, they've been really healthy and happy. And it's been really good for him to kind of... I think it's really helped him move on as well. Not move on from his kids, that sounds awful, but deal with his feelings by being involved in another family, because it shows that he can still be a good person and a good dad figure, and he can still take care of people, whereas I think he was doubting himself a lot in the past. And I think it's helped her a lot with just him being... He's just a good person, you know? And I love their relationship, I really do. Oh, I forgot to talk about with the Maddie and Book storyline and Chimney. When they bought the Christmas stuff for her and she got quite upset and kind of freaked out, again, we found out understandably why. It kind of bothered me that Book was so... He fought her on it. I mean, yeah, he doesn't necessarily know all the details of what happened with Doug, but the fact that she was clearly upset about something and he kept pushing really bothered me, because it doesn't seem like the kind of person Book is. And I get that he wants a good Christmas, even though he doesn't live... I guess he did live there. I guess, yeah, he lived there, so I guess he wanted to do the decorations and the presents and all that stuff. Okay, I understand that. But he shouldn't have pushed when she was clearly... Something was bothering her. The smart approach to the whole thing was what Chimney did, which was just, okay, she's not okay with this, let's move things out of the way, and then later on down the line, let's give her the Christmas that she wants, which is... Obviously, it sounds like she did want that good Christmas, but at that moment in time, she was just not cool, and it did bother me that Book pushed it, but obviously... Luckily they've made up and everything's okay now, but it was just a bit of a weird moment in that storyline that I didn't like. And speaking of storylines which made me feel weird emotions, not Ryan, that's his real name, Eddie and his ex-wife. I don't know what her name is yet, I keep missing it, so I need to try and remember that for next time. But it's a really complicated storyline, right, because as it stood from the start, I was very on Eddie's side, I loved his character, I was very with him, he was great as Christopher, and I was against the ex because she left. Obviously, we found out a couple of episodes ago a bit more to that storyline, which is that he left first, got to the army, and then, again, we found out this episode as well, he extended things when things got tough at home. And so he's not innocent, which I like the fact that neither of them are innocent in this. It makes it complex and interesting to think about and to watch. And so it means that I don't feel like I fall on either side completely. Like, I was more on his side until this episode, where I get why he acts the way he does. I'm not like criticising him at all, but when he was like keeping her away to the point where he was hiding her in the bedroom when her son was in the next room and making her climb out the window or whatever, it did start to feel cruel. When we found out that they've been sleeping together for 2 months and trying to work things out for 2 months, I get that there's distrust there, and I get, although he admitted himself, I left first and then she left, so neither of them are innocent in this. And I know there's going to be people, I've seen them in the comments already, that Eddie like super stands that might come for me for this, but it did feel like what he was doing was just a step too far. Like, I get keeping her at arm's length with a kid, I get not letting her see him initially, but after a couple of months, to the point where you're hiding her in the bedroom, you know, that act by itself was just a bit cruel. And if you don't see that, we're just going to have a difference of opinion, we're not going to agree on it. And I'm not saying Eddie's a dickhead or anything like that, like, I totally understand why he's doing it. And I'm glad that by the end of the episode, he kind of realised his actions and did a really lovely thing for Christopher, which was have his mum appear on Christmas Day when that's what he wished for. It was so cute. But yeah, I felt a little conflicted for a while, because whilst I'm not the biggest fan of his ex-wife by any means, it felt like she was being punished more than she needed to, and she was trying to do a good thing and trying to become part of the family and trying to show that she's a good person, that she wants to be involved. She was doing everything right, but still being pushed back and hidden in other rooms and stuff like that felt mean. But luckily, by the end of the episode, they've started to at least let her into Christopher's life a bit more. Do I think they should be together as a couple? Probably not, no. Not for any particular reason other than exes getting back together is rarely a good thing, and they both broke up for reasons, so they can be a great parent team for Christopher. Are they good as a couple? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see more of that storyline, see how that develops, but what I would want for them is them just to be good people, good parents, separately, you know, but we'll have to wait and see how it develops, because it's not going to be an easy ride, because they're not the best at communicating with each other, but I'm glad it had a happy ending. And it felt like everything had a happy ending in this episode, except for the fact that Maddie's ex is now on the scene with Chimney's passport. What am I talking about? With Chimney's wallet, and he knows where she lives. Something bad's coming. I can feel it in my gut, and I'm very scared. But I actually really love this episode. Like I said, I love Christmas episodes anyway, but there were just some lovely heartwarming moments. Seeing Christopher and his mum Eddie at the end around the tree, so heartwarming. The soldier coming home for Christmas. Athena and Bobby getting engaged and moving in together. Maddie and Chimney having their Christmas, which did have a tree, but also with Chinese food. So let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. As always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know your thoughts on Athena getting engaged to Bobby. The Eddie storyline, I think, is quite complicated. I know there are a lot of people that just love Eddie that probably won't like the fact that I had something critical to say of him. But I do understand him. I just felt that it was cruel to the ex-wife, but they did work it out in the end, so it's all good, guys. Just calm down, it's a Christmas miracle. Maddie and Chimney and Maddie's ex are showing up on the scene. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of 911 Season 2 as we're on the second half of the season now, so we've got 8 episodes left to go as we slowly dial up towards the finale. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode. Bye guys, stay safe.